Hi guys, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. It has been a minute. Aquarius, welcome to your June 2023 reading. Gosh, it's been such a month. May has been absolutely insane. Trying to stay consistent in every avenue of life has been a shit show. So we'll leave that with that. So you guys that have stayed on the channel, subscribed, all that good stuff, thank you for your patience as always. You know, running your own business and doing all the things that I do, there's just sometimes not enough of me. And quite frankly, if my energy isn't in the right space, doing readings, it makes it difficult, really does. So it's an emotional Scorpio. It's hard to keep that balance sometimes, to be honest. So Aquarius, meditating for you guys. I heard that it's a time to give and not receive, that new opportunities are coming in. And the real unique thing to the meditation was that they said it may appear controversial to you. What that means, we'll see. But they talked about it being controversial. So we'll see what comes up in that for you guys. I'm not real sure. But I thought that was very interesting. I've never heard that before in that way. So a time to give, not receive. New opportunities are coming up. Intuitively, Spirit just said by the end of June. So, you know, that's going to take us into Cancer season. So mid-Cancer season. So just be aware of that. Okay. So Aquarius, this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that is you, you know, welcome to the channel as well. For all of you guys, always discern the messages accordingly. For those of you who have subscribed, liked, shared, and commented to the channel, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Personal readings are now open again, so you can find that information in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. I'm ready to roll again. So, again, thank you so very much for all of your support. It's very, very much appreciated. So, all right, Aquarius. What is going on with you guys? We're gonna do some different cards, some freestyle kind of spread. I don't know. We'll just run with it. See what happens, what comes up, and go from there. All right, Spirit. What does Aquarius got going on? It is what it is. A higher view. Let go. It's funny. They're saying to let go of the idea that timing is everything. Like, I almost feel like some of you are like driving is what I'm getting. You're driving, and you're like, I gotta get there. I gotta get there. Remember that, you know, it's kind of like rejection is God's protection, right? Like, you're not getting to where you're trying to go. If you're trying to control how things are playing out, how you're getting to where it is that you're going, let go of that need, okay? Because it's not serving you at the end of the day. You're blocking yourself off. You're going to have to see this differently. That higher view kind of reminds me of the Hermit energy, you know, or I'm sorry, not the Hermit, but the Hangman. Maybe that came out for a reason. You may be in a period of stillness right now, or needing that stillness, but just let go of the idea of controlling how you're getting there at this point. Great big love, awakening a genius. Healing. Talking about the healing aspects of the self, Aquarius, as well. So this could just be a timeout. I know for some of the other signs right now too, it's just a timeout phase. So you may feel like nothing's going on, nothing's happening. Even though we're coming out of Mercury, Mercury retrograde ended, I think it was May 14th. We're still in post-shadow phase. It's almost over. So just hang tight, okay? Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to know? What is the overall energy here, Spirit? Throwing me too many of them. Willing, release, let go, right? I just said that. Let go. You know, put your manifestations out there. You know, whatever it is that you're desiring, put those things out there to the universe in the month of June. And then 6, there's June itself. That is going to be the most powerful thing that you're going to be able to do for yourself right now, is to learn how to just let go so that things can harmonize. A grand symphony. It's almost like a time to, I'm going to put it bluntly, Aquarius, shut up and listen is what Spirit is giving me. Just shut up and listen, tune in, right? Sometimes, you know, we have to just come to a period of pause. And I've got the goosebumps. Like, I just thought of something, and it the way it rolled out just gave me the confirmation of the same. You know, I think that some of you are looking back at some childhood type situations, and I think that maybe things that affected you years and years ago are coming back around. Like, you're starting to make sense of certain things. And part of this willing release is it's time to let it go. It's time to accept how things have changed, stepping into a whole new way of doing things, unlocking. You know, I think before, for a lot of you, everything was like a chess game, like a chess move. You got to be strategic. You got to be methodical. You got to figure it out. You got to pay attention. You got on high alert kind of thing. You don't have to. Like, this energy for you, and I want to say the last 2 years is what Spirit is giving me, and thank you, Spirit, for that, is that, you know, it started to kind of unravel for you guys. Like, it was time to start to settle into a different way. And I feel this different way was learning to drop the defenses. So, you know, if you found yourself in a defensive position with family or situations or people from your past, and that taught you to create that hard shell, right? To kind of, you know, I think about the Hermit on the Kim Cran's Wild Unknown deck. It's the shell of the turtle in that. And, you know, I think I'm actually going to pull that so you guys can see that if I can find it real quick. But it's like you created this hardened exterior to protect you from pain and disappointment. And through that, now, it's like you've done a lot of healing work, Aquarius, which I think is fantastic. You know, you have to be able to be willing to heal. But at the same time, there were still some underlying emotions, or there may still be some underlying emotions that need to be addressed. You know, there you go. That turtle, the Hermit, he's still being protected by that hard shell. So if it's raining, it's snowing, it's whatever, you know, thunder or lightning are striking, there's that shell to protect his softness. And you've lit the flame, right? You've lit up who you are. You've lit up your desires and your ideas. I don't think that you're in indecision of that anymore, but rather now it's like when you experience life with the external rather than just within the self, it's like that's going to require you to come out of that shelled energy. That's this powerful move that I'm seeing. This is unlocking harmony for you moving forward, independently moving into this space of harmonious vibration energy. This ears wide open, again, it's a 6. You were always afraid. It's like always afraid and being on the defensive of what the illusion was, right? Like, for some of you, love may have come on conditions, so it doesn't have to be romantic love. And I don't know that, to me, this doesn't strike me as romance. This is, I'll only love you if you're doing X, Y, and Z for me. I love you today, but not tomorrow. I love you when I call you, but not all the time. Or if you're playing by my rules, then I love you. And you may felt that that was how everything was. So, give me a second, guys. So that could really create that feeling for you, right? So with that being said, you know, I'm going to say this to you. This device that I use, and I'm going to throw this out there. It's really weird because this device that I have's got its own number. I don't use it. The only thing I use this for is business and YouTube. And there was a number that just popped up that they're apparently calling for somebody. I know it's not me. And I think it said the sheriff's department, actually. So I don't know who had this number. I get a bunch of calls for that number all the time. But anyhow, this may be, it's like the past. You know, you may be hearing from somebody from the past that might be locked up or something like that. And, you know, and when I say that, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're in prison or jail or something to that effect. But it can also just be that mentally, emotionally, they're locked up. Or maybe this person or this situation had you mentally and emotionally locked up, feeling imprisoned in the ideas of who you used to be. Yeah, I got the chills again. Aquarius, powerful reading here. You know, there's no longer a need to be strategic. You see things for what they are. You see things for who they, you know, people for who they are. You're seeing situations for what they are. You know who is coming in genuinely to be kind and loving and compassionate towards you. And I think for a lot of you, you didn't deal with, that wasn't the scenario in the past. Whereas now, this transformation, as you let go of these things, you can drop those defenses. You can come out of that fearfulness, so that it's no longer holding you back. So, open yourself up to the new ways. Like I see this Grand Symphony, it's 27, breaks down to a 9, makes me think of the 9 of Pentacles energy. You've worked so hard to get where you are, whether this is mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, whatever this is for you. And, for all of you, it's different, right? So allow that to be the reminder to you. There's a hummingbird. The hummingbird is just beautiful. They come in, they show themselves as this beautiful, graceful bird. They're quick moving. It's time to make quick movements forward into a new way of life for yourself. And in order to do that, your manifestations, your wishes, your visions, Spirit hears you. They know. But you don't have to make strategic moves anymore. Like, you've gained your wings through this. It's time to I'm going to go, Spirit's going in, shut up and listen. Just, maybe it's a time of stillness. Maybe it's a time to just decompress and just allow your inner voice, and Spirit is saying, allowing your inner voice to speak to you. You don't have to do the speaking anymore. I just want to say to you, I really feel if you find yourself talking all the time, there's a very great need to just shh. And I don't mean to offend anybody and going, hey, shut up, that kind of thing. But we do, as humans, we talk. And sometimes we'll talk so that we don't have to listen, so we don't have to feel, so we don't have to empathize, right? Like, we're not connected in that sense. So it's time to just sit back and just take it for what it is. As that card said on the initial split, it is what it is, right? So just allow that to be the thing. Don't spend so much time talking about it, or bringing it up, or going round and round, and Spirit is saying, don't talk aimlessly. Like, get to the point. Get to the point and move on. You don't have to banter. So I don't know if somebody's bantering with you, or you're bantering with somebody, but Aquarius, if this is you, knock it off. Just stop. All right, what does Aquarius need to know, Spirit? Big message. Just those few cards. What does Aquarius need to know? I just keep seeing the butterfly has the wings. This powerful movement, again, wings. The hummingbird, wings. Wings to me represent angelic beings, support. So know that you're supported, know that you're guided. Okay, 2 mantra cards, because I'm doing this a little bit differently. Releasing, willing release, right? Willing release, and then we've got releasing expectations. Look at the similarities, the blues, the wings, there they are again. And look, I don't remember what they call these once the dandelion becomes fluffy, but we use these to make a wish. There it is again. There it is again. Your wishes, your dreams are coming true. Whatever it is that you've hoped for, wished for, tried to manifest, it's coming. But I also feel like for some of you might be missing signs of how that's happening. So I think, again, this period of stillness, this time of just reflection, Mercury retrograde was a beehive. Like, will be nice, right, today? But I feel like even coming out of that, it is lingering more than normal for us. It says, only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. I think that the key thing here, Aquarius, is that you don't have to try to figure it all out. And that's part of that stillness. That's part of that being quiet. you got to have trust and faith. You got to ground yourself. This is grounded energy. Ground yourself. Creating cooperation. More gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. You don't have to do so much. It's okay to give up control. Let someone else take the reins. Spirit's saying don't hold on to fear either. Like, so what, you're afraid it's going to fall apart? So what if it does? It wasn't meant to work that way then. Let it fall apart. Everybody's going to learn a lesson. Don't see it as a bad thing. Just let it do what it does. Like I always say, just let things play out the way they need to. We don't have to hang on to control. All right, Spirit. 3 cards for Aquarius. Let's see what you guys got going on. You know what I'm going to take? We're actually going to do this a little differently. I'm going to do this. So you've got Judgment and you've got Temperance. You've got the 10 of Wands. Aquarius, you do not need to force your will. These burdens, I think, are more so lately than maybe ever before, because you've carried so many burdens from the past. You just expect to keep carrying them. You keep pushing these burdens, right? I don't know if, well, I feel the need to add the 10 of Wands and the Judgment card, which would equal 30. These are somebody else's burdens now. Let them go. Let their problems be their problems. It's not your job to, I'm going to say teach them. It's not your job to judge them. It's not your job to inflict karma on them. It's your job to find emotional balance and let these burdens go, because they're not yours. I talked about that 9 of Pentacles. There she is. You know, when you worry about yourself, this is a need to worry about yourself. Yes, you know, and I talked about giving, you know, it's a time of giving, but it's also about balancing that out as well. 3 of Cups. Yeah, giving, working together, collaborating, creating cooperation. Work with people that are willing to work with you. If you're finding resistance in situations, don't go back to it. I just seen that 6 of Swords on the bottom. Don't go back to it. For some of you, this may pertain to finances. We got the 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles underneath. But again, there's that need for control. Let go of the control aspects underneath that. You're trying to hold on to getting things done. That 10, it's an end. Put the burdens down. It's time to move on. That 4 of Pentacles with Judgment tells me that, you know, again, holding on to maybe trying to inflict your idea of what karma is, or trying to teach people a lesson. It's not your job to teach them a lesson. They have to learn their lessons on their own. I feel like you're withholding your emotion, you know, through these things that you're doing, you're withholding that emotional space that's trying to open up for you. It's like, I'm going to keep control of my emotions. I feel like you're trying to control them rather than to balance them. You know, you've got that 2 of Pentacles under that Temperance card, and that 2 of Pentacles is juggling, right? The ebb and flow of it. They're just they're asking you to, if you're going to make these moves, that you be masterful. Be masterful with your emotions. Be a master of the internal self, not the external world around you. Okay. That 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to call it fear. Spirit is saying fear. Fear attached to everything that you've worked for and how far that you've come. 4 of Pentacles, afraid to lose people that surround you, that have created some good opportunities or balance for you as well. And then that 4 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles together tells me as well that that need to control, that need to hang on, that need to reserve is going to cause, I'm getting more of an emotional imbalance than I am, you know, ideas with finances and stuff. Don't hold on so tightly. Let things ebb and flow. I think that's really the important thing here. Let things ebb and flow for for what they need to. So, you know, throughout the month of June, Aquarius, just trust that the only thing that you need to worry about is you, right? People see you for who you are. You know, I keep seeing these trumpets too. you've got it on the Judgment card. You look at the cups, kind of resemble the same thing, which reminds me of the throat chakra. The throat chakra is the only chakra center in our body that has two openings, to the front and to the back. The reason being is we have to be willing to speak, and we have to be willing to listen. And I said, Spirit goes, just shut up, just listen, right? Like, just zip it. But it's a reminder that there has to be fluid communication. And that's what I'm also hearing from Spirit now, is that it's not about you just talking, it's about the dialogue. You can talk at somebody, but then there's also the need to actually have communication, and communication is a two-way street. And that's going to be very important. And that Temperance card with those cups again reminds me of that. There's got to be flow back and forth. There's got to be divine, I say something to you and you truly hear me and you respond to what I'm saying, rather than waiting to react and respond from what's going on in your monkey mind as I'm speaking. It's pausing to listen so that you can have effective dialogue. And that may be also causing some imbalances too. So pay attention to that as well. Let's clarify a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Don't be stubborn either, Aquarius. You're a fixed sign. Don't be stubborn in your energy right now. What's behind that? Yes, I know. You've worked very hard. You've worked hard to get to where you are. Absolutely. Page of Swords, the Empress, that Four of Pentacles. The Empress doesn't hang on. She's trusting that everything that she's created is just going to become more fertile moving forward. But you're holding on to that status. It's okay to just loosen your grip a little bit. All right, very important. Loosen the grips. All right, for Aquarius, healing Pentacles. Maybe things didn't turn out quite the way you thought they would in certain aspects, and Spirit saying you had to give up control. If you haven't, you need to, right? You've got to give up that control. They're very much like, you guys are in a very steadfast energy. Maybe Mercury retrograde, as I spoke of it, could have been the catalyst for you to kind of hang on a little tighter again, right? So just be mindful of that. Let's clarify this too, Spirit. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. I don't know why I'm getting this from this, but I'm going to take it. You don't trust someone else's ability to see things through. So it's almost like if you're at work or whatever and you're a boss and you're delegating tasks, it's easier for you to take it on yourself and do it rather than to give it to somebody else because they're going to cause you more headaches. Remember, this is also their learning curve. It's not just yours. But maybe there's something you both stand to gain, but it's a very dreamy, the Page of Cups is a very dreamy, romanticized energy. But bring yourself, I talked about being grounded earlier, bring yourself back down to earth, put your feet back on the ground. It may not be just as you perceive it to be or how you want it to be. It may have to happen very differently. The people that surround you, this Five of Pentacles in reverse also tells me that, if someone has done something to you that you feel like they've ripped away the fruits of your labor somehow, they've undermined you, they've left you in lack at the Four of Cups there, trying to hold power or control over you. You've got other people surrounding you, other situations surrounding you. But there's going to be more to celebrate outside of what you've known in the past. New things are coming. But it is pulling you out of this. But you also have to release your idea of what karma is for these people, or the justice attached to what you think they should be getting. There's obviously people in our lives and we're just like, how do they keep getting away with things? How do they keep doing the things that they're doing and it's always and forever okay? And that can make us feel resentful and hateful and vengeful and all these other things. And I got to a point in my own self where I was dealing with situations and I finally was like, you know what? I don't wish them ill. And, there's the asshole Scorpio to me that says I don't want to wish them well. And I thought, no, how about just wish them what they deserve? I don't see nothing bad happen to you. I don't know that you're deserving of anything good after I've seen some of your actions. It makes me question, your ability to be human. But you wish people exactly what they deserve in life. So if you've had some wrongdoing done to you at some point, just trust. It's part of their lesson. They're gonna repeat cycles, and you're gonna step out of it and move into the next phase of life, which is beautiful. They will get what they are deserving of. We create that track record. We can lie, cheat, steal, hide behind closed doors, and then lie to everybody else's face because they have no proof, otherwise. But Spirit's keeping the score. You don't have to worry about that. So come out of that idea of lack, or where you've felt disappointed in the past with these situations, because everything takes its time. Maybe it won't be this lifetime. Maybe it'll be the next lifetime. Who knows how that's going to work for them. But your job is just to worry about you. This is very much about you, Aquarius. What about you? All right. Take that one. Two of them came out. King of Swords and the Five of Cups. I'm going to read this a little differently because of where that fell. King of Swords. Listen, come out of, and I talked about being, that dreamy energy of, I just smeared my makeup at my, that Page of Cups. King of Swords. Maybe somebody too, and I'm going to say this, has sold you, some bullshit. It's like they give you this beautiful romanticized idea, this, it's too good to be true, of like, let's just say someone's asked to borrow something from you. Be like, oh yeah, I'm getting the next best one. They're giving you some bullshit story on it, like, I'm gonna borrow, I don't know, your lawnmower. This is a horrible example, but next week my brand new, turbocharged Husqvarna, blah 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 blah, is coming in, and I'll let you use it. And it's almost like they just make things sound like too good to be true, and here's yours, but they needed to borrow yours, and I don't know where this is going. Anyhow, but the moral of the point to that is, that's a terrible example. It's just that they come in and make you these promises on the flip side of where you're at, and it's very, very dreamy, and you're just kind of sitting back and you're looking at this, and it's like, that King of Swords, he's knowing, he's seeing, he's logical, he sees through it all, he cuts through the bullshit. Gemini, Libra, and oh gosh, I want to say Aries. I don't know, I'm gonna go with Aries. Typically I'd read it as all the air signs, but I'm hearing Aries instead, so maybe those are the people that you're dealing with. Temperance being Sagittarius. But I don't know, the moral of the point here is, I'm kind of getting sidetracked, that this person, the situation, whatever this is, it's always going to leave you feeling disappointed. Five of Cups, like, you're always going to be waiting for your turn when it comes to them, and they could also be playing the victim of, nothing ever works out right for them, so here, come hold my hand. You're not responsible for them, you're responsible for yourself, okay? All right, let's clarify this Temperance and the Two of Pentacles. I went off on a tangent of some sort of whatever, I don't know. I kind of feel like I was talking in circles in a sense, and maybe in that way you're dealing with somebody who talks in circles. Maybe you can't fully understand them either, and there's that need to listen, truly listen. Aquarius, Temperance in the upright, King of Pentacles, the Empress. I've seen the Empress a couple of times for you in the underlying energies. Ace of Cups, balance your emotions, new emotional beginning, giving life to what is new, what feels good, what lights you up, what is creative, what is beautiful. Spirit is also saying a new start in love. I don't know what that means for you specifically. And remember that love is not just partnerships, romantic situations. It is also oh my gosh, I don't even know. I don't know what you guys are dealing with, but it's making me feel like empty inside. But remember that it's love is universal, right? That's the point I'm getting to here. Good grief. Love is universal. So these partnerships, these new love, this new stuff, it could just be a love of life finding a new love of life for a change instead of fixating on stuff from the past. For some of you, random message, never get stuff like this, getting your fingernails done. Like if you're getting pedicures, manicures, I do feel like that love that I'm feeling, though, is you self-nurturing. You know, bringing a balance to the heart space. Where Temperance, you know, she's pouring, the Two of Pentacles is juggling, and then in the center of this is just the stillness of the heart space of you giving to your own self. I am going to grab a love card here, though. Ha! I say, this is about you, right? Card that comes out in regards to the Ace of Cups, love yourself first. You can't make it up. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and keep an open mind. So in regards to love, this is about you. June, Aquarius, is about you. Nurturing you. Keeping those reserves for yourself. Stop investing into the things that you've had to let go of or have held you back, and you felt like you had to control and decipher and hang in there. It's not your job to, let the people around you that are going on their own journey. And we all are on our own journey. Our children, even though they're young, they're all on their own journey. Let them be in their own journey. You cannot control that. You have to just let it be what it needs to be for them. It's not your job. It doesn't matter if you don't think that they're getting karma or they're not having a dish, served to them that they're deserving of. It's not your job to control it. Just wish them well, let it go, and move forward for yourself. This is about you. This is 110% about you, okay? So, get you a card of advice from the Kuan Yin deck. I love this little deck. It's so beautiful, so cute, so beautiful. Aquarius, again, thank you for being patient with me while I got to the June readings. I'm trying to get them out early this time. So, life is what life is, right? Flow. Be in flow with it. All right. Advice for Aquarius, please, Spirit, for the month of June. Changes. The Book of Changes. Let me take a look at this. Music. For some of you, music may be very, very important. I got that Grand Symphony. She's got the harp. I think that's what they call. That's not the harp. It's something else. The music, the melody of things. It creates a supportive energy. So there may be something music-wise specifically that's just very harmonious. I'm going to say classical. I get the idea of classical. You're not listening so much to the words. Again, they need to listen. But you feel maybe like the what's the word? I don't want to call it a vibe, but the tune of the music itself, of what you're listening to. You're catching the music itself, the instrumental stuff, rather than the words. And it's okay. Like, instead of, this is what they're giving me. This is crazy. But it's cool. So, if you were to remove the words from a song and you just listen to the background, the music, the instrumental parts of it, not the words, you can put your own words in there. How does it make you feel? They're talking about how it makes you feel. So if you stripped the words from the song, what words would you fill into it? Very, very cool and unique message. What words would you put into it? And it's funny, I just read the title for this card, which was The Book of Changes. You can change the words to make them your own. You get to rewrite your story. You can harmonize your story. You can make it whatever it is you want it to be. I love that. I love that for you guys. So, the Book of Changes. Just like a beautiful but unusual melody, the divine plan is unfolding through your life, although it isn't always predictable. Kuan Yin is guiding you in the right direction. Even if you do not fully understand what is happening in your life right now, allow Kuan Yin to bless you with trust in the unfolding of your own divine path. Very simple, Aquarius, but very lovely. I like your reading. It's not heavy. It's just saying that, like, the time of change is now. release anything that just feels heavy and yucky to you, because you're moving into something completely new. I really do feel like you're revisiting old wounds and clearing them up. Again, now is a time not to talk so much, but to listen. So, uncovering confidence. I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. It's all about you. It's all about you, Aquarius. I love this for you guys. I really do. I think June's going to be an eye-opening month. By the end of the month, particularly the last week of June is what Spirit is giving me. You're going to see some things really open up, new opportunities. I think that maybe life for you is going a certain way right now. You expect it to stay the course. But I feel like, it's funny, like the vision that they're giving me is like I can see the third week of the month of June, like blank, like it's not there. But then the end of June rolls in and it's like kaboom. So, take that as I don't want to call it, I'm hearing forewarning. I don't want to call it a forewarning. I don't think it's not bad. It's just like it's going to be something unexpected. And I think it's good. I really do think it's good. So Aquarius, that is your message for June of 2023. I hope that it resonated for you. Give it a few weeks, go back, listen to it again, see, compare what's happened and see what's going on for you and see how it's playing out in your world. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, the information is found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. You can also check out the website at holisticallyzenwv.com for more products and services as well on there. And you should be able to book. We were having some issues with like linking or whatever, but I think we're good now. But I'll double check on that. But either way, you can, get the email out of the About section in the description box below. Aquarius, thank you guys again for your love and support. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I'm wishing you the best June. Get the summer rolling off great with the summer solstice too. Yeah, right? Love it. All right, Aquarius, sending you tons of love, light. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.